Hello and welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Kit, your friendly feminist cat lady spinster, and today we're going to talk about Rachel Hollis. Before we get into the video, just some quick housekeeping. I have timestamps in the description box below if you'd like to get right into it. If you like this video, please like and leave a comment. If you dislike this video, please dislike and leave a comment. Any engagement is good engagement to the algorithm. If you enjoy my channel, please subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I'm so glad you're here. My social media is linked below. I'm Candidly Kit on Twitter and Instagram. I also have a Patreon now. If you really like my content, please think about becoming a patron. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to do none of the above, that's totally fine. And now, let's get back to the video. This is a bit of a break from my usual content, but I was watching Kia's World a week or so ago, and really, there's no reason to watch Rach talk, just watch Kia's World. And something stood out to me. Mainly Rachel's journals and her planners. Let's see what Rach has to say about them.
I'm Rachel Hollis, and I want to tell you about a daily practice in my life that absolutely changed everything. A journal.
Okay, so I have to admit that I don't really trust Rachel, especially when she's trying to sell something. So please let me know in the comments if journaling changed your life.
I, like most streamers, had all sorts of goals and plans for my life. I had all of these ideas and all of this excitement, but I couldn't figure out how to get closer to the goals that were in my head. So I spent years essentially spinning my wheels. I would try everything. I'd get really excited. I'd go to a conference. I'd watch videos online. I'd try and pump myself up.
So I know she's speaking in past tense. This is what she did to get to where she is now. But watching this montage, it just kind of makes me smile to think that, well, thankfully she had the foresight to film all the stuff that she did so she could use it for this sell. And yes, I am moving my laptop so we can keep the baby cat in the shot.
But the second that I left the situation where the excitement happened, I would sort of lose the momentum for my goal.
But thankfully, she has come up with a groundbreaking way for you to keep that momentum.
So then I had this brilliant idea. I thought, okay, maybe I could make a vision board where like you take pictures out of magazines and you pin up all of the images that represent this dream life that you want to have. I totally did that.
I'm pretty sure most teenagers have done that, but okay.
And it was really cute and it looked really good on my bulletin board, but eventually I would stop paying attention to it. It was almost like I didn't see it anymore.
So I haven't made a vision board in about 2 decades, but I did make one for this year, and I put it as the background on my laptop so that whenever I open my laptop, which I do every day, I will see it.
I think I was just working really hard on the wrong stuff. So I racked my brain and I tried to come up with something I could do. What was something I could do every single day that would remind me where I want to go? I needed something every day that would help me to focus.
I have to admit, I've never actually forgotten what my goals are. They're, if not at the forefront of my mind, in the background at least.
And then I grabbed my notebook.
And then you wrote down your goal and made a list of steps that would get you there.
And I decided that I would write out the goals that I had for my life. But since I was trying to base it on a vision board, I decided to do something bold. I wrote the goals that I had for my life as if they had already happened.
Oh.
I wrote them in the past tense. So I didn't say I want to get out of debt. I didn't say I want to be debt free.
Did you say, I need someone to film me while I write down my goals? I know she's trying to sell something, but this is just so weird.
I said I am debt free. I wrote down in my journal, I have run a half marathon. I wrote down, for years, you guys, I speak on Oprah Winfrey's stage. I wrote down for years, I'm a New York Times bestselling author. Like, so many goals. Like, the life that I am living right now is because every morning I reminded myself where I was going.
I sincerely hate these sales tactics. If you just do what I did, you'll get to where I am.
I cannot tell you how many times I have been in situations and I have this sense of deja vu. I had this sense of deja vu not because I had lived it before, but because I had seen it so clearly in my mind again and again and again that when I finally found myself in the moment, I was like, oh, yeah, this is where I was headed. I gotta tell you guys something. The first time I did it, I freaked out a little bit. because these were goals that I had never even told anybody. And now I'm writing them as if they've already happened. And I just kept thinking, what if someone finds this notebook and thinks that I've lost my mind?
I would be more concerned with telling people that my marriage is great and they should do what we do if they want to have a great marriage while my marriage is struggling. But that's just me. I would really like to know when this was filmed.
Instantaneously, I got a result I had never gotten before.
This sounds like another way of talking about manifesting your dreams and also all the bad that happens in your life. It just involves a journal and a pen, which she's only too happy to sell you.
What I didn't know then that I understand now, when you take like excitement or passion, when you sort of make your nervous system wake up and pay attention at the same time that you're calling your shot, something happens and it's big. And it didn't just happen once, it happened every morning. Every single day, I would sit down with my notebook and I would claim these dreams for myself. Every single morning, I would remind myself where I wanted to go and the woman, the mother, the friend that I wanted to be. And all of a sudden, I had added this great new thing to my existing morning routine. I would start every single day.
She has a mug that says Cup of Ambition. Okay. It's just kind of weird to me because it's like she's selling her ambition. I don't know. I don't think that ambitious people, like truly ambitious people, not people that think they have to be ambitious because hustle culture and capitalism, I just don't think they require all these bells and whistles that Rachel talks about. But then I can't think of anyone with a known name that talks about how Rachel Hollis helped them get to where they are because, you know, she introduced them to the bold idea of writing down their goals as if they had already happened. I just find this really dishonest.
Gratitude and goal setting. Gratitude and goal setting for weeks, then months, then a year, and the craziest thing happened. I experienced such wild traction that year. I got so much further, so much faster. I was like, what even happened? And people started asking what I was doing. And I was like, okay, something's changed. What has changed in the last year? And it was this practice, this simple daily practice.
Yeah, I call BS.
In my notebook every morning with my coffee. And then I had an idea. What if I could turn that practice into a beautiful keepsake that you could work inside of, that you could use every day? And that's where the Start Today journal came from. It was literally a journal that would help you start today.
And this is why I don't like motivational speakers. I know she has to make money somehow, and apparently quietly retiring into offline life is not an option, but they are always trying to sell something.
Maybe starting today looks like starting your health journey today, starting your gratitude today, starting your new business today.
And if you can't think of any big goals that you might have that would require a special journal, that's okay. Rachel can give you ideas.
Whatever it is, this is a conversation that you have with yourself each morning to chase down big goals and big dreams, to make them personal, to make them something that you stay focused on each and every day. If you're killing it right now, if you have incredible momentum in your life, keep doing that thing. But that wasn't me. I was really struggling. I am a mama of 4. I have a company to run. I have people who are counting on me. And my gut says that you probably have a lot of responsibility in your life too.
So even if you don't think you need it because you're already killing it, you actually do need it.
This is something that helps you stay focused inside the chaos of your life. What we have seen in the Start Today community, people who have built a bigger business, become a better mother, the stories that come out of our community are so freaking amazing, you guys.
So I'm going to fast forward through these testimonials since obviously she's not going to put someone saying something bad about the journals on here. And also, so far as I'm aware, these women aren't public figures, so.
Throughout the past 4 of these, I've accomplished insane things, and it's so cool.
The level that my life has changed, I seriously had to get into the Start Today journal to the point where I got my 6.5-year-old to do the Start Today journal. It's super simple, super easy. Big goals that I have accomplished with my Start Today journal. Being a better student. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of twin toddlers. I'm a full-time nursing student as well as a healthcare worker. So during these trying times, I have found that I am a better student and better with my time and not giving up on myself.
And this kind of gave me back that power to figure out what it is that I want to do.
So on the Rise Today website, they sell the journals for $20. So the woman who went through 4 of them, that was $80 right there. This was $10 from a local bookstore.
So let me answer the question that I get all the time, which is, Rach, what if I don't know what my goals are? I got you. The very first chapter in this journal is all about how you figure that out. It is a step-by-step guide where I walk you through how do you figure out who it is you want to become? How do you take a deep dive into this version of yourself? If you're like a lot of members of my community, you maybe struggle with like, okay, I know some of the things I want to do, but Rach, I can't see what that is. I can't imagine this life for myself. And so I teach you how to visualize this process of where it is you want to go.
So one way or another, she is selling you this journal.
And I think the problem for most people, especially in the chaos of the last year that we've had, is that you've lost sight of where you're going. This is a reminder. This is you starting each and every day saying, I'm headed in this direction. This is not magic. You can do exactly what I did and get out a notebook and guide yourself through the process.
Yes. It would also be cheaper and less wasteful because you're working with what you already have. And of course, if something is branded, it's going to be more expensive than just your regular everyday notebook.
But
if
you need that kind of guidance in your life, like so many people in our community and myself included, then the Start Today Journal is the thing that's going to help you get there.
Okay, that was the journal. Let's take a moment to appreciate how cute Emily is before we go into the upsell for the planner. Because, I mean, of course, you can't have a journal without a planner. How are you going to sit here, Beep?
Oh my gosh, I am so happy that you decided to get a Start Today journal.
How awkward must it be to have to sit in a studio and talk about how happy you are that someone did something they haven't done yet?
Either the journal that you bought for yourself, or maybe you like upgraded and got the pack so you could share it with your besties.
Okay, so this was apparently filmed in like 2020, and I don't know what she was talking about last year in 2021 about how she's never wanted to be relatable, and if she is, she's done something wrong, because this right here just screams, I'm trying to be relatable.
Or your friends at work, or you're gonna do it in a group, whatever you decided to do today.
Please let me know in the comments if you would ever buy a $20 journal for a coworker, or a journal at all for a coworker, because that seems kind of like, I don't think you self-reflect enough, so here's a journal.
I love this product so much, and I believe in it. And what's so rad is that the Start Today journal is like everything I have ever made, a response to something that my community has asked me for.
I'm not so sure I believe that.
So every single day, people were writing down the one thing that they wanted to achieve, but then I started to get the questions. Wait, but how do I achieve it? What do I do? How do I map that out? Rach, what do you do? How do you dream it? How do you write it down? How do you figure out how to get the big, audacious, crazy goals in your head?
Well, from what she said earlier, she figures it out by writing it down as though it's already happened.
I came up with the planner.
I missed that the first time. She's seriously going to sell people a separate planner so they can figure out. But I thought the thing that was supposed to be all magical and perfect was that just writing your goals down every day and making it sound as though they'd already happened. I thought that was like the magic or whatever. But now you have to have a plan. I mean, I do agree that, you know, if you have a goal, you should also have like steps to achieve your goal. But how much are these planners? So a journal is $20 and a planner is $23.
The priority planner is an entire quarter of you getting closer to your goal. I'm going to tell you right now, priority planner is not for everybody.
It's exclusive. It's for people like Rachel. You should buy it right now.
This is for sisters like me who we are organized. We want some prompts. We want some
So the 5 to Thrive checklist was what caught my attention originally and prompted me to make this video. Let's see what Rachel's 5 to Thrive checklist recommends. Number 1, wake up an hour earlier. I sincerely hate this one. I wake up at 6 a.m. What is waking up at 5 going to do for me except make me more tired? Number 2, work out for 30 minutes. Okay. Number 3, drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Okay. Number 4, practice daily gratitude. Cheesy and cliche, but okay. Number 5, give up one category of food. I can only imagine how triggering that might be to someone who struggles with disordered eating. Why? What? I mean, Rachel's probably thinking someone will give up like sweets or alcohol or whatever, but she's not a dietitian or a nutritionist or anything in the medical field. So why would you put that in there? Why?
Detail. We want a monthly calendar. We want a weekly plan. We want a weekly review. We want a daily, like it's that level. The goal that you have in your head, this is a tool that is going to help you get closer.
How is giving up a category of food going to get you closer to your goal? I mean, even if your goal is weight loss, that's not how you do it.
If you are my girl, not everybody. Not everybody is this focused. Not everybody wants this kind of detail.
Don't you want to be focused? Don't you want to be detail oriented? I mean, what kind of lazy slob are you that you don't want this planner? I mean, don't you want to achieve your goals? Just because you spent $20 on a journal doesn't mean success is guaranteed. You need the planner as well. I sincerely hate upselling. That is why Elliot's here, to try and knead my blood pressure down to a more reasonable level.
But if you're that, like, you know, right now you're nodding your head, you're like, yes, girl, that's me.
AKA, don't you want to be part of Rachel's super secret, special, organized, focused, whatever else club?
Okay, if that's you, the priority planner is yours. And because we know that so many members of our community like to do this practice in a group, because they know that they're much more likely to stay focused and achieve their goals if they have accountability. So if you want to create an accountability circle, I created an exclusive offer for you today. Just because you bought the journal, this is not something that exists anywhere else on the internet. This is just for you. I am doing a 4-pack of planners. So that means either you and 3 friends, or you get your planners for the entire year at the exclusive price below. Plus, I am teaching a course on productivity in the times we're living inside of. If you can combine the tool with the lesson and you can do it in a group, you're basically like having your own mini conference, and it's wildly powerful. I put on massive 3-day conferences for women to come and have life-changing experiences. This is the thing I know how to do. And this class only exists here. It's an exclusive that I created just for you. Normally, the priority planner is $25 a piece.
So ordinarily, you'd only see this video if you actually bought the journal, which I obviously did not do. So I have no idea what the deal was that she mentioned earlier, but it is interesting to know that they dropped the price from $25 to $23. Not much of a drop, but $25 for a planner.
Plus, if I'm teaching a new class, it's like $100, but the pricing below is so exclusive to you guys. I just want, like, if you're in, I want you all the way in. Plenty of people will grab a journal or grab a planner and go off on their own, and that's great. But we know that when people are in community, especially with their accountability circle, that's when we really start to see immediate traction. Because there's no guesswork, right? Like, you're not like, wait, do I use it? No. I'm going to show you exactly how.
Just like, how full of yourself do you have to be to think that you need to show people how to use a planner or a journal, or both?
Because that's what I want. The offer is below. If you want to grab it today, that's amazing. Just remember, not for everyone, only for my high achievers, my goal getters, my people who really are working towards some traction today.
Yeah, Rachel has no time for dabblers, so don't waste her time, okay? So, between when this video was filmed and how she's currently doing her Rach Talks, I was going to say I think she does want to be relatable, but I think what she actually wants is for people to want to be her. How relatable that is, I have no idea. But yeah, that is just so slimy and gross, making it sound like it's some super special club. I don't like it. Seems dishonest to me, but I'm not really into salesmanship, so I'm sure this is all perfectly normal for selling stuff, but I don't like it. And I know that people did and possibly do look to Rachel for like inspiration and aspiration. So it just feels doubly gross to me that she's trying to like make it sound like some sort of exclusive club. Anyway, that is it for this video. Have a great day, night, whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will see you next week.